All right, Adobe Animate Video 3, Exercise 2. We're going to start talking about timing here. So for this exercise, we are going to look at timing versus speed versus distance. One of the most important things to indicate the speed of an object is where it's located in each individual frame. So over a series of 10 frames, if you want an object to look like it's moving quickly, you really want to put distance between where the object was in one frame to the next. If you want it to look like it's moving slow, you want the object to not move very far on your stage from the previous frame object. Now, I had a little trouble explaining that. If you don't understand it, it's okay, don't worry. It's a big concept. I'm going to actually show it to you, and I want you to try along with me. So what we're going to use for this is we're going to start with just a very simple basic ball, and we're going to make a ball go really fast, and we're going to make a ball go very slow. Now, normally you could use a classic tween if you just wanted to make something move in a straight line. You're like, all right, I want object X to move from this spot to this spot and do it in like 3 seconds. But if you want something to move a little bit more complicated, like a curve or a zigzag or something, you're probably going to be stuck doing it this way. So I'm going to start with making a ball. I'm going to make that ball into a symbol. Convert to symbol, call it ball. I'm going to make it a graphic type. I'm going to hit OK. Alright, I'm going to put this ball on the bottom. What I want to do is I actually want to make this ball curve up and over. So like it's shooting off from the edge of the page and it's going to land in the other corner. In order to do that, I'm going to do some frame by frame animation, and I'm going to think very carefully about the distance that my ball is from itself on every single frame. So insert a new keyframe and move your ball. Now this first one, we're going to make it painfully slow. Now if you're seeing like mine, it's like sticking a lot, don't be afraid to use the arrow keys to move things around. Insert a keyframe. Insert a keyframe. Now if you have inserted the keyframe and you're using the keyboard, you actually can't see where the previous ball is. So I'm going to turn on a feature called onion skin. It's down here at the bottom. It is a clear box overlapping a clear box. If I turn that on, you can actually see it almost looks like a series of echoes. These represent each prior drawing. If you look at your timeline also, you'll see there's a series of brackets that are down here now. Those actually tell me how many frames I want to see in the onion skin. So right now I have it set to only show me 3 frames. My current frame and then the 2 previous, so you can see the 2 previous rings. Now I can stretch this out as far as I want. I might grow it a little bit more as we go on. Good. So you can see that the ball is going up. Now I haven't really changed much of the angle yet, so we're going to start to curve it here. And right now I'm keeping things kind of consistent as far as their spacing. So this is going to be a nice moderate pace. So if we go back and forth with our scrubber right now, you can see the ball's got a kind of consistent, the arc's a little weird, but it's got a kind of consistent speed. We could preview it, Control Enter. Okay, it's kind of fast. Just going to keep on going. Alright, so I've made my arc here. You can see it goes up and over. It's a nice consistent speed. There's the preview, Control Enter. You can see it's nice and even. Now that's kind of like a medium to slow speed. If I wanted to, I could then, I'm going to do another bounce, and I'm going to make the ball actually bounce up, go into the other corner. I'm going to make it go a lot faster. So for this, to make something look faster, you just want to spread it out further. This also should theoretically take significantly less frames. Now this is going to look really weird when I preview it because the ball's going like slow and then it's all of a sudden going to take off. But you can see the medium speed to the fast speed. Another thing that this lets us do that the classic tween or the other types of tweens won't do for us is it lets us increase speed. So what I want to do is I'm going to do a totally new layer. I'm going to clear all these frames, and I'm just going to show you how you would increase speed and then maybe even slow it down. So we're going to not clear, we're going to remove these frames. You know what, I'm going to forget that layer. We're going to use the ball that we had before. I'm just going to show it shooting across the screen. So, got our first frame, next keyframe. So we're going to start slow and get fast. So on each one, I'm actually going to increase the gap size. Now you can get to a point where they don't have to overlap anymore. That's pretty normal. Alright, so I'm running out of space. I'm not going to actually slow it down, but we'll preview it. It starts out slow. You can kind of tell that it's hanging here for a while, and then it goes fast. Now I'm going to bring the ball back around down here, and I'm actually going to, do the next frame. We're going to get the ball off the screen. I'm going to do another keyframe, and I'm going to have the ball come back in and slow down. Alright, I'm going to preview it again. You can see that ball really slowing down at the end. Alright, so you should be able to tell how much of an impact that the positioning between individual frames with your object is going to affect its speed. For your exercise, I'd like to see you show me a ball speeding up and slowing down. You could do it in the same action. You could do it in an arc that goes up. So you could have the ball start really fast, slow down if you wanted, speed back up, going down. But I want you to show me that speed action. All right, show me a difference between something fast, something slow. All right, let me know. I'll mark it on your page, and then you can move on to the next exercise.